Good day, beautiful people. This video is about borrowing money and repaying money. So the inspiration for this video came from Rashad Bilal from EYL, or Learn Your Leisure. He and Ian Dunlap were actually having a conversation about loans and lending and borrowing money. And the quote that Rashad made was, "Don't borrow money that you cannot pay back, or that you have no plans or in the near future to pay back." And the other part to that was, don't lend money that you can't afford not to get back. I know that's a double negative, but that's kind of the only way you can say that. Now, borrowing money and lending money can actually ruin relationships. And I know a lot of you can actually relate to that, because when it comes to the fact of someone paying you back or not paying you back, or if you have to go and hunt your money down or ask for your money continuously, then that's where a lot of the issues come in the breakdowns of the relationships come in. And not paying money back really shows the character of someone and the character of the borrower. If you've seen a track record in that person already, and the fact that they already have to borrow it, you should be very cautious in loaning them money, and you should lean more to the side of actually giving it to them than it being a loan, if you can possibly help it, because you already know their circumstances and condition before you actually loan the money, believe it or not. And like I said before in one of my other shorts, Steve Harvey made the comment that don't give someone all of the money that they're asking for. If they are asking you for a loan, only give them a portion of it or half of it, and then make them go and get it from somewhere else if they actually need it, because a lot of the times they probably don't need as much as they're asking for, and you're not going to get it back anyway. So like I said, it does show the character of that borrower, because it's just like needing a co-signer. You know, you need a co-signer, and people need co-signers because they can't afford it, or they can't do it. They don't have the credit, they don't have the money, the funds, the income, or whatever the case may be. So like I said, you just look at the history of that person and the character of that person to see if they're trustworthy. You know, are they going to do what they say? And if not, then you need to turn it into a giving situation versus a loan situation. The other thing I wanted to say was the fact that if you are going to be borrowing money from someone, then you need to be very careful about actually using the word borrow, because people are quick to say borrow, so that it kind of throws the person lending them the money off, and instead of just asking for it, knowing that you can't pay it back, or you're going to be quite a while in being able to pay it back, you should probably just say, could you let me have, or could you spare this amount of money, instead of saying, can you loan me, or can I borrow? Because that throws the lender off, and it throws you off, and it's going to make you look bad if you're not able to pay it back. So don't be so quick to use the word loan. All right. And also, it's kind of a slap in the face, and it's belittling and disingenuous to borrow money from someone and then you turn around and you do extravagant things. So for example, you borrow money from someone and then you turn around and you go on a trip. Okay, you borrow money from someone and you turn around and buy expensive sneakers, or buy an expensive gadget or item, or you just go and you do something over the top, knowing that you owe someone money. Now, again, you shouldn't lend someone money if you know you cannot afford not to get it back, or if you know you need that money in the immediate future. However, the person borrowing the money should also have enough tact and coup about themselves to have some respect, to know that, hey, I owe this person some money. They're going to see what I'm doing, and it's going to look a bit shady if I'm out doing something big, you know, and I know that this person is counting on me, or if I've already told this person, you know, you can expect your money by this time. So be careful about that, because borrowing and lending money ruins relationships on both sides, especially if the agreement is not clear, if the lines are crossed and blurred, and the wording is, you know, not in order. You can run into problems. So In this time in 2024, I know people are reeling off the end of the virus a few years ago, and money is getting tight. Things are costing more. Housing is costing more. Food is costing more. Gas is not necessarily more. It's, whatever it's going to be. But, people are really trying to get back in the groove of life, and things have gotten a little bit more expensive. So you have to be mindful of other people's money because it's not yours, and you have to be mindful of your money and keep your budget intact and be diligent about how you manage and where it's going. And even if it's a loved one or a friend, be very careful about what you're loaning out, because you need to know the chances of it not coming back to you. So that's just something I wanted to mention and to go over because I heard it today on the podcast, like I said, from EYL, and that kind of inspired me to do this little talk. But yeah, tell me what you all think, and you be blessed.